Hi guys, Miss Hernandez here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you guys through the books. So the first video is going to be on me walking you through the HCPCS book. So we'll get started. Okay, so there. So this right here is the HCPCS book. It's the HCPCS level 2. It is usually this color and it's pretty thin. So what the HCPCS is, it is Healthcare Common Procedure Coding System. Okay, so that's what it is. Healthcare Common Procedural Coding System. And always remember that because that's always going to be a test question as well. So the way this book works is like this. So when you open it up, it gives you your content, just like any other book. The intro tells you what it's about, things like that. But what we mainly work on with this book is the index. So the index is this light gray tabbed section of the book. So whenever we get a diagnosis, or not a diagnosis, I mean like a procedure or something that we need to find in this book, we go into the index first, and then from there it tells us where to go. So the HCPCS is basically durable medical equipment. It's all in here. So with that said, it basically has like wheelchairs, canes, refrigerators, some injections, things like that. So it's pretty neat. We work off of this one a lot, especially if you're doing authorizations for patients. It's all on here. Another cool thing that this book has is the ambulance fees. So as many of you know, like especially if you've ever been on an ambulance, ambulance is charged by the unit. So it kind of tells you how much each one is or what to charge basically. So it's pretty cool. So we'll get started. So the example I'm giving is walker, heavy duty, with wheels. Your doctor will sometimes specify what they want exactly. So for example, the doctor wanted a walker that's heavy duty and has to have wheels. So what you do is once you have what the doctor wants, the order, we go in here into our index, just how I said we always start with our index. So it is a walker, that's our main term, right? So we're going to look at this part and we're going to say, well, what's our main term? Our main term or main thing that we're looking for is a walker. Secondary thing that we're looking for is that it has to be heavy duty. And our detail is that it needs to have wheels. Okay, so sometimes I always do this. I suggest students to do this. Always kind of find your main term, which is a walker, your secondary, which is heavy duty, and just a detail about it. So you need wheels. So for me, that makes it easier to find codes, especially when I started out. That's what helped me the most, is I always found main term, secondary, and then a nice little detail about what the doctor ordered. So from there, I'm going to look for my main term, which is walker. So I'll go into the index, which is alphabetical. So I'll go to the end because I know W is in the end. So I'll look for walker. So walker ends up being right here. It's like the second term on the W's, walker. And then from there, I'm going to look for heavy duty. So under walker, there's the secondaries. So walker, heavy duty. I found heavy duty. And my doctor wanted with wheels. So there's with wheels and without wheels. So I need with wheels, so it refers me to this. It says E0148. So that's your referral code. Okay, so that's what it referred me to, is this code. So in this book, on the top of the pages, you'll see that it is also alphabeticalized. So it starts with A's, and then it moves on, so on and so forth, because it's alphabeticalized. So I'm going to go to the E's, because that's what it referred me to. So E0148. So on the top, it also has numbers. So I went a little too far. I'm in 01. I need 01. So 01's over here. So I found E0160. So I know that I'm close. So let's see. E0148. So I found it. It's right here. So E0148. It's right here. It's on page eCodes page 27. So if you go on eCodes, it'll be page 27 on E's. So I found it right here. It says Walker, so that's a check. Heavy duty, that's check. Without wheels, so that's not it, because I need with wheels. So we'll go to the next one. So it says Walker, alright, so we got that. Heavy duty, we got that. Wheeled, awesome, we got that. It also says rigid or folding, any type. So basically it's saying any type of wheelchair. That's the code that we use to try to get it approved. So Walker, heavy duty, wheeled, that's what I need. So that's the one I'll submit. Okay, so I got that one. So we're good. And that's the one that I would write. So this is my referral code, but my actual code would be E0149. This is my code for this order. Alright, so we did that one. Okay, so with this video you'll be able to look back and basically go back to it and watch it as many times. If you guys have any questions, just let me know and I'll be happy to basically help you out. The chats are open, so I already activated our classes chat, so if you guys have any questions, ask it through there, and I'll get back to you. So now we'll move on to the CPT book. And I know a lot of you guys don't have your books quite yet, so that's understandable. So whenever you guys get them, I suggest to take your books out and just work it through. It'll be uploaded on your week 1 content, so don't worry, it'll be there. So now we're going to move on to the CPT book, which is this gold one. You guys can see it, this gold book, CPT 2020. I have 2020, you might have 19, just depends. They come up with a new version every single year. Doesn't matter which one you have, as long as you learn how to use it, basically, and navigate through it. So for this one, I'm gonna pick an example. So just to show you guys how to work this book. So for this book, let's do, there's so many procedures in this book, and I'll explain what this book is for in just a minute. And it's pretty cool what you can find in here. So we'll just do a biopsy in the bladder. So this book basically is for procedures. So anything that is done, as a procedure. So at a hospital, or it could be even done at the clinic site. Just depends what kind of clinic you work for. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So it shows you a bunch of codes, which I think is cool. So this book is a spiral book, so you guys can see. It's a big book. Not as big as your ICD-10 book, but it's pretty big and it's pretty heavy. So the way this book works is a lot different from your ICD-10 and your HCPCS that we just went through. So with this book, usually the index is right here in the front. Not with this book. With this book, the index is in the back of the book. Okay, it's still gray, but it's in the back. So the way this works is your doctor gives you a procedure, or your doctor does a procedure. They write it down. You have to bill it, right? That's what we're doing. So the way this works is exactly like the other one. So you go to your index. So my doctor did a biopsy in the bladder. Okay, so my main term would be what? Biopsy. Okay, so secondary, I know where it is, so we're gonna want the location for the secondary, if you can. So mine is a biopsy in the bladder. So my location is the bladder. That's what I would write down. So index, again, it is alphabetized. So let me move it closer so you can see. So let's go to biopsy. And you guys can look up here too, up in the little tabs of the book. Since it's alphabetized, you'll be able to see once you hit the B's. So I'm in the B's. So I'm gonna look for biopsy. So biopsy starts here, and remember the location, which is bladder. So I found it here, and it refers me to 52354. Okay,